Hi everyone, this is the Underachiever, and welcome to one more video talking about the wrong side of heaven, the wrong side of paradise, the wrong side of Brazil. So today I want to talk about Brazilian funk, all right? Because I've noticed that it's kind of a trend outside of Brazil now that everybody posts their shorts using some Brazilian funk song that they know nothing about, and I just want to explain to people, foreign people, I mean, why should you not listen to Brazilian funk? At least not without knowing what I'm going to tell you. All right, okay, I want you to understand that Brazilian funk is actually some kind of cultural appropriation that started out in the end of the 80s, mid 80s to 90s to 2000s. All right, I need you to understand this. Where did Brazilian funk came from? It came from a style of music that was going on that was pretty famous in the United States, which was called funky melody. All right, so if you think it's something new, it's not. All right, it's very 90s and 2000s. Funky melody was actually really good music because the lyrics were always talking about love, always talking about getting to love somebody, getting to know somebody, the frustrations that people had in love, right? And it was really good. Some examples of that are, oh man, Floor Bangers, probably know that one, pretty famous. Stevie B. Stevie B is so good, man. I even like that. I even like that because it's really good music, all right? But when it came to Brazil, people started to, in the beginning it was good, it was okay. There was no issue with it at all. It was the same funky melody, but sang in Portuguese, okay? But what happens nowadays, at least since the end of the 90s and beginning of 2000s, Brazilian funk became something more aggressive. Okay, it became more charged with, let's say, heavy topics and heavy lyrics. Okay, because some members of society decided that it was not good enough and they had to make it more explicit. All right, and so let's go to the issues that goes on with Brazilian funk. Okay, first of all, it is very explicit. Already told you that. Second of all, it promotes violence, S3X violence. Okay, it promotes criminality. Oh, but rap does that too, not in this way. Okay, not in this way. And it promotes, and people will tell you, oh no, but we like this because of the beat is so good to dance to. But yeah, couldn't people make the beat, the music, without those lyrics? It promotes better. So basically it is disgusting, right? It's just something disgusting. Okay, no person in their sane minds says that the lyrics are good, are hearable. You know, I don't even know if that's a word, but hearable. Okay, it is so dreadful to hear that stuff because it's really disgusting. Okay, and one thing it does here in Brazil is that it robs children from their innocence. As early as 12 years old, get in contact with that stuff, it begins some kind of a brainwashing. Okay, and when a person develops, okay, their brain and their bodies listening to that stuff, it starts to brainwash that person, and this person will be forever a slave to that kind of degeneracy. Okay, and degeneracy is really something that we should not be encouraging, especially to kids. If you don't believe me, take those lyrics from those shorts that have Brazilian funk with Portuguese lyrics being sung into your ears and translate them. Ask Google or ask any other translator app to translate those things, and you will be disgusted yourself. Okay, oh, but you like Kiss, and Kiss has a lot of sex in their lyrics. Yeah, but in the whole, I challenge you to read all of the lyrics of all this, and there's a lot of Kiss songs. If you search for the whole discography, you will see there's so many songs, and I challenge you to find one single song that Kiss made that promotes sexual violence, because I am 100% sure that you will not find. What you will find in Kiss lyrics is love, sex, and we all like sex. There's nothing wrong with sex, but when you promote aggressive sex, violent sex, when you promote grape culture, okay, it promotes grape culture, for God's sakes. Okay, this thing promotes grapes. I'm not talking about the fruits. Okay, I'm not talking about wine. Those are good things, right? But I'm not talking about the good things. I'm trying to put it in your head, man or woman, that you don't know all of the things that are attached to it. And every time that I'm not going to say every single one of the artists, but some of them, most of them, I even dare say most of them, are connected to organized crime, okay, factions and stuff like that. And every time that you use one of those songs in one of your shorts, one of your videos, every time that you listen to it, you are helping them promote that, all of those things that I mentioned. Okay, and if you have at least one bit of morals and values inside of yourself still intact, please do not do it. You just don't understand how it works. Okay, Brazil is a country that has more than 30,000 homicides per year. Can you realize that some conflicts in the world have less deaths a year than that? Yeah, man, it's like we are living in a constant state of war, in an internal war. It's a civil war. So police officers, innocent civilians, and those criminals, those factions, They're dying every year. They're fighting in the streets, and they're menacing the population with that stuff. And funk promotes that, okay? Brazilian funk helps promote that. And I really need you to understand that. That is not cool. And Brazil has so much, Brazil is famous for its music. Brazil became not only famous because of its beaches and its wonderful, enormous nature, and enormous biodiversity in nature, okay? Brazil also became famous because of its music, right? There's so many good styles of music in Brazil that you could be listening to. And why the hell would you subject yourself to listening oh, but the beat is so good to dance to. They're always talking about the same things in the lyrics. I guarantee you, if you translate those lyrics, you will be disgusted. I promise you, I promise you, okay? Just do it, just translate it if you don't believe me. See it with your own eyes. Brazil has so much good music. And nowadays with this trend, it's so weird. The worst that we could offer the world is what is being sold out there. And that's why we have this kind of bad reputation outside of Brazil. But no, Brazil has so many good qualities. This country has so many good qualities to it. So many great artists, musicians, okay? But no. What we have to promote about Brazil outside of Brazil is just that. The most disgusting thing that we have. Lembra de plantar uva? Botar cena dessa, cara. Aquela de a pretinha? A pretinha, né? Pode pegar uma pra mim. And it makes me so pissed. That's why I had to make this video. And if this video goes forward and the algorithm pushes it, there is an 80% chance that most of the comments will be hateful comments. Like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But those people are never going to deny what I told you. They're not going to be able to deny what I told you because they know, they are fully aware of oh, but I don't even pay attention to the lyrics. They're lying. If someone says they don't even pay attention to the lyrics, they're lying, because that stuff gets into your subconscious mind and it will brainwash you. And oh, pornography is wrong. Pornography has so many problems to it. Yeah, but then it's the same people that say that kind of stuff that don't recognize that, yes, it is a health problem, mental health problem, pornography. But, oh, and sexualizing children is wrong. Adulticizing children is wrong. But, oh, no, but listening to Brazilian funk is okay. Listening to Brazilian funk is being Brazilian. You're just taking your part in Brazilian society if you listen to funk. You're just being a nationalist by listening to Brazilian funk. So the hypocrisy is so unsurmountable that most of the comments, I know if this video gets pushed, it will receive a lot of hate. But rest assured, those people are not going to be able to deny. We all know that objectifying women is wrong. Brazilian funk does that. We all know that promoting crime syndicates and this criminal way of life is wrong, but Brazilian funk promotes that. We all know that sexual violence is a crime in every single country of this world. Maybe not every single country of this world, but at least the countries that have the least bit of decency, it is wrong. Brazilian funk promotes that. So please, do not use that in your shorts videos. Try not to listen to that stuff. And people will try, and if you come here, people will try to convince you that it is good. But please, do as I told you. Translate those lyrics and see for yourself. Listen, I'm not a saint either. I like Kiss songs. Some of them have mention to sex, but it has so much poetry behind it. Okay, there's musicality behind it. Okay, funk, Brazilian funk, it doesn't even have musicality. Every beat is the same beat, and they just put some weird noises in the middle of it, and it's just about the lyrics. The beats are all the same, and the lyrics are the different thing. So when people say that oh, I just like the beat, no, the beat is always the same one. It's always the same tempo, the same chords, everything is the same. Just pay attention to it. There are very little variations to it, okay? What changes in every song is the lyrics. So Brazilian funk is about the lyrics, okay? And musically speaking, it has zero value, okay? Oh, you're just saying that because you're against black people, because you're a racist. You're just saying that because you don't like poor people. I know poor people. I am a poor person. I'm not rich. I'm the lowest of lower middle class in this country. I grew up in the middle of a lot of poor people, okay? I was one of them. I was right beside them. I have no issues with them. And I don't even say it to them because I know that some people are way beyond this whole brainwashing thing, okay? There's just no salvation, okay? Not even Jesus to save them, all right? I'm sorry, dude, but it's the truth. And yeah, I hope I was helpful. I hope this video taught you something about Brazil. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. Give me your opinions as well. Try not to be a hateful person, even if you disagree with me. It's all right to agree to disagree. And that's it for this one. See you in the next. Bye.